right. And here we are, another live with our shady family and doing one shade at a time. So I decided to do a Facebook Live because everyone, being an upstanding citizen, being a human, decent person, that's like an everyday thing. You're supposed to do that. So why go live to say all the good that we do when you're supposed to be doing good in the community? So, and why go live showing all the work that I do for a living? No, why go live with that? You're supposed to do that. I go live as a stress reliever. And what's the best stress reliever than to just shade and discuss different topics? So, bringing on everyone else. Hey, LH. Hey, Tierra.
Hello.
Hey, Devin.
Mama.
Hey, True. I hear you.
True is here.
Can I get a hi from y'all? Y'all are unmuted.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
So, like I said, we're just doing this the one shade at a time because just shading is a stress reliever for me with everything that's going on in the world. We got politics, we got social injustice, we got jobs, we got relationships, we got everything in the world to deal with. So why not just relax and discuss other stuff? Nah?
I'm down.
Yes. So we
I'm
just
ready.
so it's just shade. That's all it is. Just shade, right?
The shade. A little bit of
Shady
harmless
boots.
fun,
Just
right?
a little bit of harmless shade. That's all it is.
I mean everything I say, so.
Right. So everybody good? Everybody good?
We good.
We still in a pandemic. We still going strong with this Rona, with the COVID. We got to deal with that too. It's a lot of monsters out there we got to battle. So we get on Facebook, we get on social media and just talk and shade. Here we go. So we got to talk about tomorrow is a big day, the election, right? We got to talk about it, even though it's everywhere, right? So, how are you feeling with 2016 election that night? This night 4 years ago, okay? What were your feelings versus how you're feeling tonight?
I mean, I'm doing the exact same thing that I did this time last year. The very same thing. I've got Chipotle in my kitchen. I'm about to crawl, put on my pajamas. I'm about to crawl in the bed, and I'm going to watch the last little bit of Analyst before I wake my ass up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go stand in line, and I'm going to go vote. So I'm doing the same thing that I did in 2016, the same thing I did in 2008. Same thing I did in 2004. I'm keeping the tradition alive. So,
Oh, you know your multiples of 4. Look at you going backwards quick too.
And
oh,
isn't that a bad?
I'm sorry. Is that the lady from T-Mobile? Oh my God, I need to pay my bill. Can you help me with that?
Okay, Lauren. Are you in the same feeling, the same emotion that you were 4
I'm
years
nervous
ago?
as hell. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous for a whole different reason to be nervous. 2016 was like I was just nervous because I didn't think we was ever gonna see a black president. Oh wait, 2000. Well,
Wait,
no,
wait.
2016. No,
That's
time out,
Hillary
time out.
Clinton versus Donald
Right,
Trump.
right.
You talking about me knowing
2016,
my
right.
fours? You don't even know your history. Okay, all right.
2016 was like this ain't gonna happen, and then it happened. 2020 is like, oh hell no, he got to go, and I'm nervous. It's too much.
And that is if it
Okay.
happens, if Donald Trump gets what?
Oh, maybe you do need to pay that phone bill. Lord.
I know you did that.
connection. Woo!
I know you did
What
not
you
just
got? I
come
could be
in.
AT&T U verse right now.
So
Woo!
I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I mean, even though I was engaged, I took everything, the elections, I just took it all for granted. I just assumed Hillary was going to move on. I did not take Donald seriously. I was oblivious to all of the Obama haters and all of the racists that are out here and that were angry in 2016. I guess I was in a bubble that I just didn't realize that there was a lot of people out here that hate me for the color of my skin and that wanted to see Donald Trump win and refused to see a woman in power. So I just did my thing the night. I didn't think anything of it. I voted. I voted for Hillary and then I moved on. I just knew she was going to win. I thought she had it in the bag. So now 2020, I'm with Lauren. I am nervous. I'm not taking anything for granted. Anything could happen. I'm in a world of uncertainty like everyone else. So that's how I'm feeling versus 2016, where I was just moving on. I voted, did my
And I'm
duty.
gonna say this. I'm not a fan of either one, which makes it even more nerve wracking. Like I think there's a lot that I disagree on with Biden too. But I feel like it almost comes down to morals, and morally, like I just can't support Trump. I can't get with it. So that's what scares me the most. Like either one, I'm scared to see what's gonna happen.
But see, that's the scary part because it just hearing people like that, and it's the same sentiments as last time. It's like people that didn't vote at all because they were just like, I don't care for either one of the candidates. And so if that's just people's mindsets going into it this time.
Yeah, but it's a different feeling though. Like before everyone sat out, it feels like a lot of people are like, Lauren, like I'm just going to use you as an example. You weren't as deeply engaged in 2016 as you are now. Would you say that?
Correct.
Like as far as watching the debates, looking and seeing what's happening, catching up on all of the White House news. I mean, even then, I wasn't checking it daily. We know Devin, that's just you breathe and live for
That's what
anything,
got him going every morning.
right? Coffee, eggs, and the plain dealer. That's
You
all you
know
do
it. You know it.
first
And
thing
now
in the
that it's
morning.
virtual, I can take it with me wherever I go on my phone. I got the plane deal with me all day. All right.
And that's what I think the 2020 election has brought is a lot more engagement from folks who were not sleep. I mean, who were asleep. Now we woke. Because I know I'm definitely woke as far as okay, I need to see what's going on. I can't just rely on uh just trusting them to do what they because I was like, dang, there's really people out here cheating. They cheating. I didn't realize that folks was really cheating, like voter suppression. It's like you hear about it in the textbooks, but then when I saw it in 2016, I'm like, there's really folks out here cheating to win. Dang, I was so oblivious to it. I just really was. I thought, nah, not in 2016. But yeah, so now I was very cautious today. Cautious. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. This is why I don't gamble because I can't
What do
do it.
y'all have to say about the black Trump supporters? Are we crickets on that?
Devin,
Devin, I was looking for a good read right here.
I've got nothing to say. They don't exist to me. I don't know who those people are. I mean, so I'm gonna keep it tame here because we on Facebook Live, so
yeah.
you know my mouth can get kind of reckless, these days. So
How do you feel about him?
I'm confused by them. I
well,
just
are they
look at
real Trump supporters or are they people getting paid?
so I have one person on my timeline who
Hmm.
is just an avid Trump supporter. And you know what? If that's what floats your boat, that's what floats your boat. But I just don't understand how you can be for somebody who can just speak the way he speaks against folks that look just like you. and just that's what I have such a hard time understanding. But
Well, I that's the same question that we all have. Just like if we look at this platinum plan that he has for the African American community, which it drives me crazy that people are always, saying that he has a plan for black folks. But if y'all go and look at his plan, that shit is 2 pages. It's
I was about to say
two-
what plan? Can we we have time to read it right now.
we got we
That's
got
how much
time.
of a plan
If
it
you got a
is.
quick 5 minutes, go and read Trump's plan. And as opposed to Biden's plan, which is like 200 pages. So I just that alone right there just tells you what he's really thinking. But I mean, nobody, I mean, people have to go and read the information. It's right there on their website. If you got time to get on Instagram, you got time to go on these websites and do some reading.
I think the scariest part about it is that I feel like personally I've seen the biggest divide just in his 4 years. Biggest divide like racially, and that scares me to go another 4 years with it just people feeling like now they have a voice to say what they want to say, and we're start like you said, Isha, you're now realizing how many people don't like you because of the color of your skin.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's been made very apparent in these last 4 years. And to go another four with that, whew.
I mean, I knew they were out there, but it's kind of like a unicorn. It's like, well, do unicorns exist? No.
Because they have a president who has given them the platform to feel like they could just say whatever they want to say now. So
Okay, so
No comment.
I'm with you here. I nope.
okay, so we have someone, Nick, who is Trump gives money to HBCU and lets some people out through pardons, nothing to do with root problems. So is Nick must be is he's a Republican. Okay, so Nick is a Republican. So he's not a Trump supporter. Got you. Okay. So this is his comment. So he has given money to some HBCUs, which we've seen that, and the reform. He is in reform, as we've seen the Kardashians in his office, and he's done some jobs in that. But I have a question in regards to that, which I don't know the answer, and I guess I have to do some fact checking. So maybe Nick, you can help me out. Anti-Trump voted for. Oh, okay. So, um, so has every other president as far as reform with letting out, a lot of felons.
Non-violent offenders.
You know what I'm saying? As offenders. Thank you. So is the number higher than any other president? That's what I'm saying. Like he's doing what that's just like him wanting to be rewarded for doing his job. That's your job, is to analyze and assess and see what you can do with those offenders. Like if it's so they're still hanging on to false hope for someone who has already proven himself to be a bigot. Yeah, I agree, D. I agree. I think that's a lot of people are just people don't want to say it, but I think that he speaks to them, and people don't want to realize that they have those feelings. They just don't want to say it out loud.
it's kind of like you gotta respect him for speaking his mind. He ain't being fake. The man says what he wants to say, and he doesn't hold
Very
back.
true.
So I mean, you have to give him credit for that. But then it's just like some of
Yeah.
these comments that are made, like,
But I want to go back to what Nick had put on the comment, because that's just like me saying, okay, I'm a mom. I fed my kids dinner today, so I need to get rewarded. I need to get some credit for that because I fed them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like That was my job, right? Being a mom, that's my job to feed and dress
Right.
them. So isn't that the president's job is to look at that? This is a division or a component of their job where they have to see what they can do as far as reform. What's it called, Devin? Come on, chime in there.
What's what called?
What he's working on, what Kim Kardashian is working on,
Oh,
prison
prison
reform and
reform.
Prison
all
Oh
of that.
yeah,
reform.
prison reform. Yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, like you said, I mean, he to sit there and say that, like, to go around tooting the fact that he's giving money to HBCUs. I mean, like you said, every president has done that. You know what I'm saying? To say that he's let people out of prison, every single president has done that. So I mean, we as a people shouldn't take these small little chimlets that he gives out and say that he's doing something for the community. I mean, look at the grander scheme. I mean, not once has he ever sat there and said any of the slain African American people who have died has he said their names in public. He openly sat there and said during the Charlottesville riot that there was good people on both sides. So I mean, you can't sit here and just because he does one good deed that means he's not a bigot or he's not a racist. I mean, he's doing his job. So
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Nick. Nick's a historian, so he'll get the facts. So here's my question during all the debates when they would poll these undecided people, are there really undecided voters? Like
yes.
right now, okay, today, like Biden was in
Mhm.
town. They do like 5 rallies in a day. Like they're just flying in and out, doing speeches and all these ads to target different audience and demographics. And I'm like, is there really an undecided today? Is there still somebody that's like, I don't know. I
There
don't
are
know.
very
Yeah.
few. It's not like it was in the past where there's like a multitude of people that you're going for. I mean, the undecideds are a very slim margin, but I mean,
Yeah, like
that
slim.
margin
What we talking
can
about? Like less than 5%?
they can make the difference though. They can make the biggest difference in the grand scheme of things. So I mean, yeah, there are undecideds out there. It's crazy, but
Oh, most definitely, Dogwood.
Yes. Yes, Nick. I agree. I think that's what pisses me off the most. Let's let's call a spade, and he tiptoes around that every chance he gets. But I think they're undecided vote. I do.
You
And I
do.
say that because there's just so much information. I think the media plays a big part in that. There's so much information out there trying to really sift through what's factual and what's not. And then you have to think about what your principles are. What are you looking for in a president? Like what is fundamental to you? Um and a lot of it's hard to change in 4 years. I mean, like let's be honest. Like it's so many layers to it, and I'm sure like as you get older and you actually start to realize how these rules and regulations affect your everyday life, you start to do research and actually figure out, okay, which president is going to suit my needs. But I hate that like right now it has not I'm not looking at these two as two candidates who I'm looking politically and reading their agendas. It's like I'm dealing with one who's just him, and then another one, okay, I'm like I'm actually looking at you like, all right, what is your agenda? Tell me what you're going to do. But I think one is like political, one is moral. It's
Mhm.
not even the same playing field that I'm looking at to compare
Yes.
the two.
that's fair. That's fair. I mean, and that's why there's a lot of Republicans who are voting.
This is
I
the same guy on the
at
Obama.
moral. You're looking at
Yeah, and
morality versus.
yeah, and that's why I don't understand why there's so many questions concerning Biden. Like as far as what he did in the 90s with the crime bill and all of that. This is the same guy that was on the Obama ticket. And we had no problems running to the polls to vote for Obama.
But let's be real. We weren't I want to say a lot of us were not looking at Biden could care less who was his VP.
Oh, we was calling him Uncle Joe.
We
Everybody, I love
right. We
that
wanted to see a brother in the office. Like, let's be
Uncle Joe.
real. So now we take out the Obama piece, and now we actually got to look at Biden for who he really is. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like,
I know, but I
True.
mean,
True.
and go ahead, Tier.
No, I said that's true. That's facts. Cause
And, and we're not looking at the fact that he was bold enough to put a black woman on the ticket with him.
true.
And oh wow, the number of undecided voters is much less than 2016. I can believe that. I mean, we've had 4 years to think about this. 4 years. I mean, within the first 100 days, I think we had a scandal of Trump's presidency, didn't we?
First
Somebody.
100, let's try first 20.
Oh, first 20.
Right. Try the night he got elected.
But what I was gonna say is just with Kamala, with Senator Harris, I feel like everybody's bringing up all of these negative feelings, but she ran for president in the primaries. You know, it's like everyone was, they're trashing her, but she ran for president in the primaries, and nobody was doing all this talking until she became a vice president. Now we're critical. It's our own, that's really critical of her.
Mm-hmm.
She's the same person who ran for senator. She's the same person who ran for president. She dropped out, but she ran. So I have a question, Tiara. Just within this realm, as far as everybody's talking about, what's your voting plan? What's your voting plan? What are your plans for election night? Are you tuning in, or are you just going, tune out and just see what happens?
well, I always tune in. I always tune in, watch it to see who gonna win. But I just feel at this point you can't do nothing but put it in God's hands, because either way it go, you know, the cards is not all that good that we're dealt. So
Yeah.
that's
Child,
just how I see it.
I might go
So
into labor. I'm just gonna wake up in the morning.
Oh, please don't
I
say that.
I don't know if I could sit and watch this unfold all night. I'm gonna have to go to sleep.
I'll be up watching it all
God.
night long. I'm about to make a nice little blow up mattress in my living room and lay. I'll be up all night.
My
This
heart
is
ain't gonna be
why
able to take this.
I can't go to the casino. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a risk taker. So this is bringing me so much anxiety that I'm not going to be able to watch it. I have a timeline of Ratchet TV that I'm going to watch as soon as I get home from work, all the way up until bedtime.
See, I
I'm
can't
going
even
to
do
have a
that.
glass of wine, and then I'm going to be on. A typical New Democrat. They wanted to appear through tough on crime. Yeah, I don't think it's fair to paint him as anti-African, but he clearly was not a leader either.
They're
Yeah,
coming through with the
it's a
research.
fact. Yeah, I agree. And I also agree with I agree with that, because you know, I watch my movies, and then I get into rabbit holes and I start fact checking. But that Anita movie with Kerry
Aaron
Washington
Washington, that was good.
and the Clarence
Conversation,
family
HBO.
and Joe Biden, did he preside?
Mhm.
So I
Like I
but
said, I'll be up watching the returns tomorrow, and then the coming days, I will be tuned in. So
right. But like I said, and like Lauren said, it's all about, man, morals. It's more about morals than anything else. Like, figuring it out.
this really is. This is an election about morals over anything else.
Moral compass. We gotta
Yep.
put this thing, get this train back on its rails, because right now it's off, and we're for going back in the right direction, because we don't went left for real. And we got to get back
yeah,
on track.
You ain't never lied there.
and let politicians do what they supposed to do. Because right now it's like everybody done gone far left because the president has gone left. It's like unfortunately they're going with it. Even so, it's like everybody zigzagging, and it's like they got to go low with him. It's like he done dragged everybody through
Right.
the petty mud, the
Like
pettiness.
Yeah.
he's just so petty. Like
It's
why
like
are
they all
you
playing these games, and we got to get back to the civilization and the class that
right?
they all
Like
had.
why are we talking
Mutual
about
respect.
LeBron James and press speech in your rallies and
That's why I'm saying we got to get back to the mutual respect. With even if you were Republican, you were a Democrat, you respect the position and you just dealt with it. We got to get back to that. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. We've
Let
done
me see.
enough. So tomorrow is election day.
Vote, vote,
We've got
vote.
our plans for election night. I'm tuning out. I'm gonna let Juan fill me in. And
You always put Juan up to something.
I like don't tell
Mhm.
me nothing. If he wins, just don't tell me. Let me go to bed. All
You
right.
gotta be prepared. Cause last time nobody thought that I didn't think all them people was gonna vote for Trump. So it's in the air. We don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's in the air.
Yes.
yeah.
I I hope not. We hope it doesn't get that
He
far.
is. He is. Look at how divided I mean, we were already kind of divided, but look how bad it is.
Yeah.
They're more out in the open. The racists are very out in the
They're
open
very
right
open.
now.
They're comfortable. It's like
Yeah. We know it's racists out there, but they're like they think they the big dog now. We can do what we want to do. Like that's how they
'cause we
feel.
got a
Like
president who gonna back us and support us and turn the other
yeah.
way when we do some crazy stuff.
You said yes, yes to all of that. Yes, 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 and yes again. All right. All right. So we are gonna move on from politics. That was enough. Job well done on the politics. We can check that one off. Make sure y'all asses go and vote tomorrow if you already haven't.
Oh, I'll be out there. No worries.
You
Got
gonna
my
stand in that
long,
line, huh?
oh, I got my long johns ready to go and everything.
You got a chair?
Oh, I got a chair. I'm about to make me some fresh orange juice.
Get
All
you a
right.
poncho. It
Oh,
might rain
listen.
tomorrow.
I didn't downloaded enough stuff on Netflix. I'll be chilling in line at this damn Presbyterian church. Can't wait.
You
Is
got your
that gonna
chair
be
too?
you?
I'm sorry.
You got your chair?
Oh yes, I got me a nice little chair, a nice little chair. I was thinking about bringing a White Claw, but it's too early. So
Lord.
Can we move on? Let's
Yes,
move
next
on,
subject.
please. Thank you. Here we go.
I said what I said.
Where you gonna be at so I can take a picture?
There's a Presby. It's a Lakewood Presbyterian. Whatever Presby. What do you know?
What time? What's the window so I can drive by?
Oh, I'm getting up early. I'm gonna do a swoop
Oh,
through around 5:30. Make
yeah,
sure it's a little crazy. Get in line.
too early.
Car, sit in line, wait, and then get out there at 6:30. Pop, 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 pop. Get my
Pop,
sticker.
pop, pop.
Now, come on now.
No gang banging at the polls
So,
now.
what does someone watch while you're in line waiting? What do you
You know,
watch?
that is a great question because I just downloaded on Netflix Kim Kardashian's David Letterman interview, so I will be watching that.
Oh, I watched that.
I can't wait. I saw the little preview and they started talking about OJ Simpson. Now, that's Chloe's daddy. To watch your mouth.
That is Chloe's daddy. You can't say it's
Oh,
not.
So
that
watch your mouth.
straight to it, huh?
That is. They look just alike. Come on, that's our daddy. Stop
All
playing
right,
with me.
wait. So let's get right into
Oh
it then.
Lord, I can't talk about this. This is not my tax bracket, okay? I have nothing to say about this damn trip, okay?
So, but we got two birthday parties to talk about now because this past weekend was Halloween and Kendall had
Oh,
a
Kendall's
Halloween
birthday.
birthday bash versus
Mm-hmm.
Kim's 40th birthday trip.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was the worst super spreader?
What do you mean super spreader? Oh, COVID. What? I'm
But,
confused.
they all yeah, that's what I meant. But they all got tested according to all of the blogs, and Chris Jenner today said they all got tested before they attended both of those events.
I heard Kim made people quarantine for either a week or 2 weeks and then got
2
tested
weeks.
too. Two
2
weeks,
weeks.
right.
They
I
got
didn't
tested.
even hear about Kendall's birthday thing, so it clearly
Me
didn't
either.
amount to Kim's. Because I'm pretty on top of my Kardashian game.
She had hers in West Hollywood. And, like there was a
Oh,
party on one floor, and she rented out the
exactly right.
floor.
Something I could have did. I mean,
That's
now we
so
talking about Kim. That's child. That's a whole nother level of rich right there.
Yes.
so what I mean, what do you mean a whole nother level of rich? I mean, they always go to an
I
island. What's so
mean,
different from any other family trip they take?
sis flew a whole damn entourage and party like in her private jet that was the size of five of my houses put together to a private island. Child, I can't even
Get
talk
down.
about it because that's
Listen,
I,
I respect it. I said do it. I was very happy when she did it. I mean, everyone sits here and is, harping on her. But my thing is, if
she
anyone
got it.
has the amount of money that she has and that could do that, they do it in a damn second. Oh, if they even had a fraction of what they had and could rent out the damn bowling alley, they would do that. They would do the same damn thing. So stop it. All you haters talking about how irresponsible it is and whatever. Gone somewhere, because if you could do it, you do the same damn thing.
No, I ain't
Not the
mad at
If
bowling
her.
you don't
alley.
like it, if you didn't like it, if you think it was unsensitive and all this other stuff, guess what? When you go to her page, there's a little blue button that you can click that says unfollow. You chose not to, so enjoy the pictures. Next subject.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, they were pretty critical of both Kim
But
and Kendall's
about
party.
what? Why?
People
Well,
were just all upset, like this is so insensitive. Other people haven't been able to see their family and their friends. And what's that got to do with her?
right. Yes, Kim, because that private jet, honey,
That
was everything. Yes,
everything.
Kim.
what about the
Yes, honey.
hologram? How did y'all feel about the hologram
That was
that
That
now
was
I
a
never
little
I didn't
weird.
watch
And Kanye, why
I didn't watch the
Oh
video.
God, Kanye has the biggest balls on the face of this planet. Okay, he tooted
why?
his own horn. He
right?
tooted his own horn in a hologram.
You
Like,
are married
dude,
to a genius. I was like, what type of Kanye
I
shit is this? It's Kanye
like
shit.
toot
That's what
toot
that
Kanye
was.
toot toot. Like, pump your brakes, sweetheart. Like he,
Like, damn, how you have this dead man talking about you a genius? Like, come on.
he didn't
If
even
you
start
ain't
with
gonna
Kim. You are a good mother. He started with Kanye was a genius. Like,
if
You
come
you
on.
ain't gonna toot your own horn, nobody will. So,
Not for somebody else's birthday, you don't.
listen,
No. You toot her horn first and then toot your horn.
right.
I
And then you
mean,
gonna use her dead daddy to toot it?
hey,
Come on now.
He's a sick freak. Sick freak.
he gonna get his accolades any way he can. So
Clearly.
he gonna
And
get his accolades any way he can. So you might as well just let it be.
so where was he on Kim's birthday trip?
I don't know. They
Does
were.
anybody know where Kanye was?
Mm-mm.
I mean, listen. I personally don't think they together anymore. Me
He was
personally,
putting that hologram together. That's where he was at.
I probably won't remember that one more.
Oh man. Yeah, I gotta research about Kindles because I didn't I'm not hip to Kindles. I was just still in all about Sierra because she tore Halloween up. Sierra
Yes.
won
She
2020
always wins. Though.
Halloween.
Last year she won too with her and Russell Wilson doing that Jay Z Beyonce thing.
Sis came through with the Janet and Busta Rhymes, and I was like, you know what? The end. She won.
Man, I love. Listen, that was my song back in the day too.
Gonna make you.
Right. All y'all need to be calling me to pay these bills, huh?
Okay. Only one. All right.
Let me see.
Here we go.
Now
Let
you, oh, you
me
got it
see.
now.
You back? Okay. Oh, we was just catching up on. We jumped to Sierra.
I heard you.
Okay.
You just couldn't wait, could you?
I couldn't. I had to keep it going. We was not. We was nervous. We was live. We had to
Listen,
flow.
I appreciate Sierra. You know, I do. I think she, you know what, she didn't turn herself into a nice little housewife. She ain't never got to whisper on another track again. She's good. She
Did you
good.
say another trip?
The shade.
Good.
Hold in.
I can't believe. Okay.
Sierra can do no wrong.
Except saying.
Period.
Let me ask you a question. Sierra,
Huh?
she, is this her? This is her first marriage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is her third celebrity relationship, right?
Who was her first celebrity?
Bow wow.
Future?
Oh, come on
Bow
now.
I say
wow. Come
little Bow
on.
Wow. You just don't know.
So how
No,
come?
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you can show me in a special way. You know that way.
That was the cut.
How come
That
people?
was my shit. I still to this day had to be trying to say all that in one breath without taking a breath.
Can you hear me well? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So how come people give Sierra a break?
Why
Like
are
she
you
was
caressing that mic like that?
three celebrity. I need to make sure you can hear me. She was in three celebrity relationships. But we talk about like other females, we give them a hard time and we say that they've been bounced around. But she's been in three celebrity relationships and we're like, we happy for you, sis. Where is there a double standard there? Hypocrisy.
Wait, what? I'm
Cause,
confused.
'Cause she had a couple F boys and now she got a real man. So we happy for you, CC. Do your
Mm,
thing, sis.
All right.
You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Bow Wow, we don't really constitute that. They was young. That
They
really
was
don't
high
even
school.
matter.
That was that puppy
Yeah.
love.
That's
But
like
we're
blah.
Kardashian, she had several celebrity
She
relationships.
had more than three, honey. More than three. Okay.
More
And I ain't mad at you, Kim.
you gotta have three or under.
No, I think it's the quality of guys that you date, though. It's the quality of guys because you are happy when you see someone go from just little boys to grown men, right? But
Yes.
you give other people a break when they go from grown man to grown man, and those situations fall apart because of outside factors. That's
I
just,
just think people are Kardashian haters as a whole.
I mean, well, that's the truth. I
And
mean,
I mean, if we look at Kim, it was just Ray J and then Chris Humphries and then Kanye.
No,
Reggie Bush.
Oh, I forgot about Reggie.
Hmm. Then she dated her bodyguard too for a second.
That ain't a
Kim
celebrity.
Kim didn't had she didn't had yeah. But I'm not
Mhm.
mad at you. Do your thing. You know what I'm
right?
saying? Do your thing.
She dated Jermaine Jackson Jr. So I mean, let's not forget about that either.
Man, Jackson Jr.
Whatever Jermaine, Tito's one of their boys. She dated them too.
Mm,
Mm.
that.
Look it up. Look it
And
up.
then with Kim, she's on her third marriage. So,
That's the lucky number three.
this is a lot. So
So we
yeah.
got nothing for Kim, but Sierra, we happy for you. You finally found somebody.
I'm happy for Kim too. She just need to go
I'm
ahead
happy for
and
Kim.
from Kanye. Go and get half of that catalog and live your life comfortably.
I actually think her and Kanye are a perfect match though. I really do. He's a little loopy, but I think they're a good match together. I
Yeah,
do.
Why
but
you say
I think she's maturing more than he is, and I don't think
Yeah.
she can take that much more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she wants to divorce him because he's an embarrassment. But
Mhm.
but then she doesn't want to be embarrassed again because okay, sis, this is your third marriage. She's gonna try to hold on for dear life, until she can't hold on anymore. But
But I will say, sis got one baby daddy.
Yes, Kim.
Dude,
So
I mean, you can say whatever you want to about them Kardashians, but they all got one baby daddy. That's it.
why so messy?
Why is it still misspelled?
So that's the kid.
That's what they get for being messy.
Mhm.
If you realize it was spelled differently last week.
What did he say? I couldn't
He
understand.
said if we realized it was spelled differently last week, he gonna keep misspelling it because people pointed out that it was misspelled. So then he purposely gonna keep misspelling it.
Got it.
Juan, just stop. Okay, stop it now. Okay, too much.
Mhm.
All right, so with the two parties, Halloween costumes. I mean, y'all talked about it already. Sierra can do no wrong in Lauren's eyes, so I'm guessing Sierra was the best.
Who are the options?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really keep up with anyone's costumes just because ain't nobody was doing anything. So
Ooh.
I gotta do what's his name? Tiger King.
Did y'all look at Quincy?
Yes. Frida
Quincy,
Kahlo.
Quincy was a little sassy in that second photo. He played the role a little too well for me. So yeah, Quincy. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I ain't been to California yet this year, but all he got to do is just make his little announcement and
Cause I'm waiting. My
meow.
ears is to the streets. I'm like,
Okay,
okay, come on
right?
now, Quincy, come on now.
Diddy and I will be Diddy bopping for real. All right.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was very artistic. I enjoyed it. I like the boldness of it coming out and dressing like maybe one of his favorite artists. I have no idea if Frida is one of his favorites.
In that second photo, Quincy was like real sassy, real sassy.
All right.
Yeah.
What about so y'all didn't catch none. So you caught the only one y'all caught was Sears as Jan Jackson.
The
That's no
girl, what's her name? Ryan Destiny, ain't that her name?
Oh,
Lauren.
Lauren Hill.
Lauren Hill
Yes, that was
killed
a
it,
good one.
killed
She
it.
killed that one.
Yeah.
Who
She
else got a
she grabbed
costume?
that one. What about the all the album covers? They were so good this year. Sierra did the Cardi B and the Megan Thee Stallion. I think Portia from Housewives of Atlanta did Cardi B from WAP. She did that.
Yeah,
We need to.
her bang bothered me, so I can't speak on Portia because she didn't execute. But I love you though, Portia. Yeah, but that bang, God, it was
Um,
terrible.
I think
Who was the Destiny's Child? Who did that? Was that Sweetie?
Sweetie,
Sweetie.
Yeah,
Justice Child.
Mm, didn't quite nail it for me. It was something about Michelle's look. I just couldn't
Oh my gosh,
you
y'all
know
are
who
hit the
she
mark.
actually looked like? The one girl who got cut. What was her name? Something with an F or something.
Sarah.
Fania,
Farrah.
Farrah, yeah.
She
there.
actually looked like her in the face. Like I almost thought it was her. I'm like, okay, yeah, I didn't like hers.
Yeah, I didn't see any. I didn't see any. All I saw was Sierra and Russell Wilson because I actually like looking. I actually like looking for their Halloween because they do something nice every year. They step their game up every year.
You know,
Yeah.
who always goes all out, Heidi Klum, but I don't know if she did anything this year. She like has this huge bash, which I'm sure I don't know if she had it because of COVID. I'm gonna have to go and look. Typically, like they cover that, and if she had anything,
I gotta give a shout out to Vanessa Bryant. They did a cute little what were they carrot Madeline?
Madeline.
Madeline. They were cute. That was
Oh
cute.
yeah, I did see that. I see
She
that.
did a Star Wars one too.
Yeah, she did a few.
hmm Going back to the Jenners, Kardashians, the Jenners did their childhood photo, and then
I've
also
seen that.
with Pamela Anderson, I believe.
Yeah, she looked like a totally different person. I was like, okay, yeah,
Who? Pamela Anderson? She's still alive?
No, Kendall
Oh.
Jenner was Pamela Anderson.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, my question still stands. Pamela Anderson still alive?
Oh my gosh. It's just don't
I'm
sound like
assuming no. What? I mean,
um,
they
Far
gotta be.
as I know.
so do y'all watch Housewives of Potomac?
No, nope,
Yeah.
y'all got me on now. I told y'all I don't watch it. My mom watches it though.
No, I don't watch it
We've got
here
this
and there.
we've got
Yeah.
this ongoing beef between two of the housewives, Monique and Candace. I may have misspelled Candace's name, but they had a little tiff, an incident where it was like a little bit of hair flipping and a little bit of hair
I seen
grabbing.
that.
The
Yeah,
one time, and
yeah.
from that, it was a big fight, is what they're calling it. But I think a lot happened before then. Like there was a lot of animosity between the two. And so now, the cast, it's divided. They're always divided, but this time they're really divided because Monique is, trying to figure out why she put her hands on Candace, and Candace is saying that it wasn't warranted, but Monique is saying that even though she's apologetic for doing it because she doesn't put her hands on people, but she's pretty much saying that Candace runs her mouth so much that it was inevitable for her to put
She
her hands.
was running her mouth, and that's why she got snatched. I did see that though. Yeah. I mean, you run that mouth, you get snatched. It's just that simple.
But Monique, you
Active,
can't do
you
that on
get
TV.
connected.
You do that on
You
TV,
can't do that on TV.
right?
You
Not
can do that anywhere. That makes good ratings. Yes, you snatch on TV, you snatch
Right.
outside,
And now you
you
got a
snatch at the
lawsuit.
store. I mean, it doesn't matter, You got the
but
money, you go ahead and pay.
but mind you, she's okay. This about to sound really bad, but she's a wife to a player, right? So she got to
Right.
worry about his brand and his image, right? Because she's a part of him now. I
Right.
mean, having her own brand now. I know that sounds real old
I was
school.
about to say, ooh,
I know. I just lost my feminism card right
I was
there.
about to say
did.
we didn't walk back to 1963.
But listen, you represent your family. You don't just represent yourself. You're representing you, the husband, because she wouldn't have been on the show if she
It
wasn't.
means she ain't ready
Right.
for the spotlight. Cause if you can't take somebody yapping their mouth and criticizing you, then child, you gonna
That,
have a seed.
that's the point of the show, right? The point
Right.
of the show is to argue back and forth. You got to kill them with your words. Steve.
Right.
Kill 'em
Not
with
your
your
hands. And that's what makes me wonder if that part was scripted or not.
the fight.
Yeah.
I don't think she snatched her pretty good, so I don't think so. Cause
Yeah, and I don't think anybody gonna just sit there and let them get
yeah,
on TV. Like I
yeah,
don't think
yeah,
that's just not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be
The
sure.
only reason I say that is because Monica was real. She was struggling to stay on that show. She was struggling for a reason. She ain't had much of a storyline, and they had to give her something.
So bad girl is gonna be my storyline.
And that's what it took. She was so unimportant. Did
Mm,
nobody care about Monique?
okay.
I mean, I don't watch the show, so I can't really comment on it. But
You can comment on it because if we're talking about all the housewives, because there's always one epic fight on a
Mhm,
on a season of a housewives. It's been every single housewives show, even
mhm,
New York, New Jersey, Orange County, Beverly Hills. There has always been a fight. That is
mhm.
always. But is it really warranted? Because that's the point of the show. So it gets so real that you just want to fight somebody because you're so tired of them talking crazy.
Well, here's the thing. I used to be a housewife fanatic. Like I used to watch them all. But from my understanding, um, a lot of them still interact after the show, like during when the show's not taping. So we don't know what goes on in those social circles when the show isn't on, and then what happens is that show starts taping and everyone has a breaking point. So you done sat me next to this hussy, all right, for 2 seasons. I still got to see this hussy at the country club every week, and she keep running her mouth. And so you done caught me on a bad day. My kids done got on my nerves, all right. I don't like the way this dress fit on me. I'm running late, and all she got to do is say,
And my husband don't
"When
help
you
me out
are
around the
coming."
house. That's what she was stressed out about. She's stressed out about a whole bunch of other stuff.
And see, that's all it takes. Everyone got a breaking point. So she probably was getting.
Mm-hmm.
They were probably running that mouth up in
Yeah.
that tri-state area, and she got popped when she got caught on a bad day.
But you
Right.
gotta understand, when you put your hands on somebody, like, people not gonna leave it alone. Like when Portia yanked Kenya,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people gave Portia a hard time for a while. They talk about you gotta go to anger management, do all this other stuff. Like, they just, they didn't give her the benefit of the doubt of the breaking point.
They gonna give you a hard time about anything. It don't matter. So it's
I
like,
agree. Everybody got something to
yeah,
say. Everybody can be,
yeah.
living
But
room.
that's messing up coins though. Cause assault, physical assault, domestic violence, all that stuff like that don't go too well outside of when VH or where is it? Which that's VH1, right? No, Bravo. When Bravo stopped rolling, it's gonna be hard for a company to support. What's she got a bedazzled line? What's she doing? Her podcast.
Mhm.
Who gonna want to support a podcast with somebody who physically assaults somebody?
You'd be surprised, man. People pay money
Yeah.
for anything these days. Portia's checks didn't stop coming just because she wasn't on the Real Housewives. She was still making money. Because people will pay to hear your side of the story. People will pay to make sure their little radio broadcast gets publicized because they're gonna have you on there talking that mess.
Mhm.
Hey, you ain't just because you get into a fight and you get suspended from Bravo, don't mean that We TV ain't gonna put you on marriage boot camp.
But
Right.
a lot of times they're
For
not
real.
though. But you're right. You are right. They're gonna get the check somewhere else. Yeah.
And I think that's messed up because just because you're a celebrity, why should you be able to sue me for my money? Because if I was poor and we was fighting, you would get nothing. So that
Mhm.
ain't right. Just because
Look,
I got money,
if you
don't mean.
you put your hands on me, I'm pressing charges and I'm suing you.
See, you that kind. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because if we both
I want all them good wigs. Give them all.
if we was both poor, you wouldn't be able to sue me. You would just get beat up, or you would beat me up, or however it went. And that's how it should be. You shouldn't have to pay somebody because I got a little change and you don't. No, like that's bullcrap. Just like when Kevin Gates kicked that girl in the head, he told her to stop touching me. She didn't listen.
Wait a
Now
minute.
y'all want to act like he's an animal. No, stop touching
Wait.
people junk. You too thirsty.
God, she said,
Like, period.
Jail for that. You can't put your hand on or your foot, your paws, your
He's a
whatever.
married man. He's a married man. Have some self-esteem and have some standards. Don't put your hands on somebody junk. That ain't your husband. That ain't your man. He told you to stop more than one time. So you got that head kicked in. Period.
But you
Like,
can't do that. You can't put your hands on people. He was a
so
male. He should have got his bodyguard to go. Security
You
should
gotta
have.
get your lightweight to do that shit.
Yeah, you can't do that when you're a celebrity like that.
that ain't right. It ain't
Man,
right. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
And I want to tell everybody in the world, I don't like it. Stop doing these celebrities like that. Y'all thirsty for money. Stop doing them any kind of way. And think you get when you get beat up, just know you got beat up because you was out of order. That's just period. Like, don't come for my coins because you was out of order. You
so
got
what
beat
you
up.
saying is, it's good for me to press charges, but I better not sue your ass.
Don't press no charges on me either. You provoked me. Hell,
Fuck you from talking stuff.
sis, I told you I'm married. Don't touch my stuff. You did it again. You did it more than 3 times. 3 strikes, you're out, sis. And Matter of fact, you lucky Drinker wasn't out there because she would have probably kicked your head in. Like, stop doing that. No, no. Next time, get Drinker, Kevin, but they gonna sue her too because she got money too. So, whatever. So, handle your business.
All right. You got
Heard what
one,
she said.
2, 3 strikes you out, and you get your head bust
Kick
in.
in.
Head bust in.
That's
That's gonna
terrible.
teach them. They gonna learn. Like, stop doing stuff. Just because I got money don't mean you could keep antagonizing me and then play the victim. No, it doesn't work for me.
All
Like,
right. You're funny.
what? I'm just speaking my truth. That's it.
So we're going to say that was not warranted, no matter what Tiara just said. Unloaded. But it doesn't matter how much trash you talk to somebody. You can't put your hands on folks. That's the whole point of a Real Housewives TV show, is to talk trash to each other, to get blue in the face. That's what your paycheck and your coins are for, to talk trash, not to throw hands.
Them hands get higher ratings. When you throw them hands, them ratings go through the roof.
All right. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. See what we learned. I don't even think the only thing I learned is about the 3-strike rule from Tiara. Is that what you got for?
3 strikes you out.
3 strikes you out.
All right. All right. And we also talked about the Halloween costumes with Sierra, Russell Wilson. They were the best. They won that weekend because we love them, because sis found a man, and we happy that she is in love and married.
I'm happy. I'm so happy for her. She looks so good. Just so.
Kardashian is married and got a man too, right?
I am. I wish things was. I agree with Tiara though. She tired of him. She tired of his shenanigans.
Okay. All right. And then we're talking about their birthdays. Speaking of the Kardashians.
Fuck it up, sis.
It's okay. You're saying we were too hard on them. Twitter was too hard on them.
Way too hard.
Okay.
They did that with Kylie and her daughter with the Birkin bag. Was it a Birkin or Hermes?
Hermes, I think. Yeah.
Hermes. Okay. Mm-hmm. That ain't nothing to them.
Right.
Okay. All right. So it's
like a Disney book bag.
Right. Yeah. Ain't nobody talking about these kids and you ain't got. No, yeah.
Book bag, her school bag.
Her school bag was a Hermes bag, and people went in. Well, she's staying in her price bracket. That's her range.
If we have the money, I'm gonna pay for it. 200.
Sis is a billionaire.
Right. Ain't nobody talking about your 9-month-old baby with the brand new J's on. It's gonna be able to fit his foot for 2 days and then outgrow it. Like, we ain't judging you for that.
Right.
Stay in your price bracket. That's people. This is the lesson of the day. Stay in your tax bracket. That's what you need to do.
Preach.
Jays don't be in their tax bracket.
What you say?
So Jays don't be in their budget.
Exactly. I want to.
That's why they mad. That's why they be mad at celebrities.
Well. We should leave them alone, because everybody would buy an island. If we had money, we would have our 40th birthday party.
Right. You see how they was acting after them PUA loans dropped. So, child, please.
You hear me? And they ain't did nothing with him. Ain't did nothing.
Ivy Park just dropped on the 30th. Beyonce, folks was killing it. They was using their paycheck to buy that $140 belt.
Mm-hmm. This PS5, y'all in debt for about a whole year trying to buy a $600 PS5. Like, child, please. And y'all mad about a Birkin that they can afford. You can't even afford it. Y'all done bought it on Klarna.
Well, it's the Kardashians, so people love to hate them. That's the whole point. That's how they make their money. If the folks didn't hate them, then they wouldn't be who they are.
Yeah.
All right, and then most importantly, tomorrow, election
Oh,
day.
oh.
Make sure you go vote. I'll be out there.
If you need a white claw, go to the
With
Lakewood
his chair
Presbyterian
and his
Church.
snacks and his Netflix.
Okay, I'll be out there.
Devin passing out white claws, y'all.
5 o'clock in the morning, pre-celebratory drinks. You know what you need
5 o'clock in the morning. Where you gonna be?
at Lakewood Presbyterian.
On the corner of Presbyterian. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for unleashing. I mean, like I said before, I mean, doing the right thing is what you're supposed to do. So, who? Ain't nobody got time to talk about that. We got time to talk about everything else,
Amen.
which is pop culture. All right. Well, until next time.
Stay shady, y'all.